In 2015, he asked gorgeous Celine to the school formal. Of course, I asked the question, so is Celine more than a friend? I think all I got then was a denial, but that soon changed.
Celine and Matt had just graduated, and I remember distinctly when Matt saw Celine for the first time in her gorgeous gown. There was a certain look on his face as if he was going to cry. At that moment, I knew that Matt was the right person for my beautiful sister and friend.
Matt's quite tall, and I'm only 1.76 short. And so I had to find some steps in order to look him in the eye and say, "You're going to look after my daughter, aren't you? You're going to bring her back in one piece." So here was a responsible young chap, a young man taking my daughter to the formal. But little did I know that he was going to date her for 5 years and marry her. Over the years, I've got to know Matt, and he's a fine gentleman, and I give you my blessing, as well as Corinne, and we're both very happy that this day has finally come.
Matthew and Celine have now come here to be joined in this holy union to which God has led them. They seek his blessing on their life together, that they may fulfill his purpose for them, and they ask us to support them in this prayer.
I found that in total between Matt and I, we have sent between us, okay, so it's not each, but 32,585 text messages. Over 6,000 times of telling each other that we're awesome. Now, the most common response as a reply to that is, "No, you're more awesome." How good is that? You know, thank you for the friendship, all the love and support as well that you've given me. I mean, you know, I just can't wait to sort of share in your future. And yeah, I wish you all the best.
Celine, you are a fearless, dedicated sister and friend. I have learnt so much from just being in your presence. You have taught me to always stay positive and that it doesn't matter what other people think. Cheers to you guys, and I hope that you continue to inspire each other going into this new exciting chapter.
To my darling Matthew, I cannot believe that today I get to become your wife. Matt, I love the way you look at me. I love your sense of humour, and I love your heart and desire for God. I love everything about you. I would also like to say thank you for choosing me to be your wife. My darling, you have made me into a person that I never thought I could be. I can't wait to walk down the aisle and become your wife as Mr. and Mrs. Chapman. See you soon, my love. Forever and always. Love, Celine.
I'd like to just say how beautiful and radiant Celine looks, and I can't help but reflect on the girl that she was. And the woman that she has become.
In the name of God, I declare them to be husband and wife.
Dear Celine, when I look at you, I see the rest of my life in front of my eyes. Back in school, I used to pray the prayer that one day I would marry someone like you, and I cannot believe that today God will be finally answering that prayer. I promise to love you for a lifetime, no matter how many times you tickle me. I cannot wait for our next adventure and the next chapter in our lives. With you by my side, anything's possible, forever and always. Love, Matt.
So when I think of Matthew and Celine, I feel that they have an essence at their core that is relational and one of perseverance. They put God first in their lives, and then others, and then themselves. Matthew and Celine, we pray only blessings on your future as you share it together as husband and wife.